Hi everyone, welcome to this series on project management, where we're going through the project management body of knowledge, the PMBOK guide. Now this is from the Project Management Institute, and it's basically a huge tome of knowledge. It's around 800 pages, and it has everything in regards to leading, managing, monitoring and controlling, initiating projects, basically all the way from start to finish. So we're going to go through all of the different modules in the PMBOK guide and go through them as a video course so that you don't have to necessarily read it all the way through yourself. There's a lot to get through, so let's get into it. First of all, project management is not new. It's been around for millions of years, hundreds of years, thousands of years. Basically, as long as things have needed to change or needed to get done, project management has been around. As you can imagine and see here, we've got building the pyramids of Giza is a project. Creating the Olympic Games and managing the Olympic Games and making that happen. The Great Wall of China, the Taj Mahal. If you're thinking about publishing a book, that is a project. It has a start and an end date. It has the scope of the project. So what this page is trying to say is that projects are everywhere, from a small renovation to your house to even going and doing the shopping or the grocery shopping. All of these things have a start and end date, a scope that needs to be completed, and requirements for the customer, whoever that may be, yourself or someone you're doing something for, and that's the point they're trying to get to. So the outcomes of these projects were the result of leaders and managers applying project management principles, which is where the project management body of knowledge comes into it. So what is a project? It's a temporary endeavor, so it has a start and an end date. It's not business as usual, it's not ongoing. And it's undertaken to create a unique product or a unique service or a unique result, something different. It's a change. They are undertaken to fulfill objectives, and they produce what they call deliverables. These deliverables fulfill those project objectives, the objective that you're trying to do. So the objective can be any result, purpose, strategic position in the company, a new product like an iPhone. Remember starting the iPhone for the first time? Imagine that was a huge project, and it was very successful, obviously. Projects happen at all levels, and they bring about a change. So anywhere there's change, there's going to be a project to try and make that happen. So projects are temporary, and which means they have a beginning and an end. And the end of a project is reached for a few different reasons, and they can be good, they can be happy reasons, and they can be bad reasons when projects end because you might run out of money, for example. For, as it says here, funding is exhausted or it's no longer available, there's no money. Or maybe for a happy reason you've met the project objectives. Or maybe it's been realized that you cannot meet the project objectives. Maybe circumstances have changed. Maybe the project itself has changed. Maybe the need for that project no longer exists. And there are many other reasons. There are regulatory reasons, legal reasons, human resources reasons. And that's that's where projects come into it. They are temporary, but the idea is that when you deliver something, it will be long-lasting. So it will last past the end of the project once the project is finished. So a project is aimed at change. It's aimed at moving an organization from one state, which is the current state. So that's what we've got over here. Nice little figure from the PMBOK guide. And into another state, hopefully a better state, right? But not always. Sometimes we get it wrong. We're only human beings, and there's a lot of human beings involved in making a change and making a project come to life. But we're aiming to achieve a specific objective and move to a future state. Now, projects also enable business value creation. So we're trying to deliver value to our customers, whether our customer is internal to an organization, whether it's internal to our team, maybe it's external to our organization where we're delivering something to our paying customers at the end. Many different reasons we could be delivering business value to and people to. So they could also be tangible reasons. So monetary assets, market share, stockholder equity. They could be intangible reasons, so not monetary related, where it's just brand goodwill, brand recognition, strategic alignment to a certain category, or to improve a reputation, or many other things that are not monetary related. And there are many reasons to initiate projects, to start them, to initially kick them off. And it could be regulations. It could be to fix or improve a product. It could be to implement or change strategies within an organization or a company, or even within a team. or even within yourself sometimes. So a personal project to get fit, or to get the PMP, for example. A wonderful idea. Or you could satisfy stakeholder requests or needs. So if stakeholders or customers are asking for something, then that could be a reason to kick off that project and get it started. So there are examples, these are examples of things that lead to the need of a project. You could have new technology, and these things are everywhere and they're happening all the time. So the pace of change is really increasing in the world, which means that there's always going to be a need for project managers and project roles in the world as well. We've got competitive forces, so to deliver lower prices than a competitor. Political changes, huge, large-scale changes around a country. Market demand, customer request, economic changes, large-scale changes. Stakeholder demands like your customers or people within an organization. There could be a social need for what you're doing. Just general improvements for what you're doing. For example, with your Lean Six Sigma, quality improvements for just a certain task. Many different reasons could be used for initiating a project.